Students, today we will be discussing the PPDT in a different style. It will be about your thought building, it will be about the way you can approach it, and the process is being initiated to assist many people who have requested that they would like such exercise. Many of you have requested via the channel, via the email. So this exercise is to you, is to many available here, so that you can all learn from it. Now, what is PPDT exercise? First, you have to understand this. PPDT exercise is a part of the screening process. It was created to identify your psychological perception, your way to speak, and to way to do group discussion, your social behavior, and on basis of which, along with the results of the reasoning test, which we call as YR test, you were to be screened in and screened out. So PPDT becomes a very important part, because many of you who may have prepared, but if you are not able to act in PPDT time, you get screened out, and unfortunately you are not able to get selected. Now, one thing very common which you all people are also doing wrong, many of you have complained and many of you have written also, is that you've said that whenever I have written certain stories, they did not listen to my stories and they screened me out. Now I want to tell you that. See, I'm going to give you ideas, I'm going to give you some guidelines, but I'm not going to frame a story for you. And none of you sitting here or watching me should copy the story dot to dot. You should think on the pattern, evolve it, change it, from the same idea develop another idea, but never write story dot to dot. If you do this, what are you doing wrong? You are becoming stereotyped. You are not being original. You are not letting your thought flow. You are not evolving your thought process. And in the process, you, in spite of writing a story, get screened out. Many of them complain, they copied the story somewhere from some source, YouTube or somewhere. But you are not the only person copying. There's so many people reading different sources. So when you create some stories, you can get an idea, but you should make your own thought process. My dear friends, while going for this PPDT, we're going to work how to develop your thought process. So you'll have to pay full attention so that you can understand how I decode pictures, how I make it rational, how I make it sensible, and how, via the stories, I'm able to show that I have the ability to think in different ways and express my different qualities, so that the officer, psychologist who evaluates my story is able to identify that I am original as well as competent. So they will approve. Similarly, when I will read out these stories, that narration part we will do in the another portion. But first, one by one, you should study everything. I've already made a very rich channel for you. For the very serious candidates, boys and girls, you can do wonders, because now you have things at your doorstep. You can understand what I'm trying to tell you. And I'm not speaking gibberish, I'm not speaking Greek, I'm not speaking French, I'm not speaking Spanish. I'm speaking simple, plain English with simple words that you can understand easily. Is it clear? So we expect that you read from that. Open your mind. No, I don't want to be taken as a person to be followed. Yes, to be learned from can be. That does not mean that I am the dead end. I am just the beginning. You will learn from me, then you will evolve, and thereafter you will go much higher, much higher. And we will be very happy for the same. So here we are coming down to make you understand this whole concept. You have to understand that. Sorry for the build-up. but I want your full concentration and I want you to fully, really and properly understand and do it, so that you are able to do very well in your own performance rather than copying performance. Is it clear? Should we begin? Okay. So the session begins from here. Now in this PPDT test, you will be shown a picture. Now pay attention. What is the picture all about? The picture is, now for example, there is a picture here. In this picture, whatever you can see, many people from the back will be able to see something, may not be able to see something properly, but you can figure out mainly. Now what more they do is, I think this query has come from Amitabh Goa from Jorhat. Okay, Amitabh has requested that what would I write in this picture if I am given in PPDT? Amitabh, what basically has to be done in this picture is to identify the complete picture with neat observation and try to make a character, central character out of this, and then show how the person performed well. What is this purpose of giving this picture? They want to see how intelligent you are to identify roles, how intelligent you are to adapt yourself to the role, how intelligent you are to go into the depth of the actions of the role, how intelligent you are to thereafter perform the role to the 100% best level, and how positive you are that your entire exercise gives positive result. Have you understood? Not understood? Remember what the psychologist will tell you. The psychologist says that you have to identify one of the character as your central character. Done? Now what do they say? They say that after you've identified the central character, you have to also think what is the person, who is the person, number one, and what did the person have a situation. That means what did he see, then what did he think? What did he think? After seeing something you react, right? So what did he think? Then what did he do? Or what did he plan to do? And then what did he do? And what was the result of the doing? That is what they ask you to do. Now in this process, they have given you an opportunity to identify someone, to fall into that footsteps or to fall into that shoes, and thereafter write a story. So what are they going to come to know? They are going to come to know, are you good in identifying? Are you good in reading what is required? Are you good in going into the depth of that? And are you good in enacting rightly? And as a result, will you be able to do different roles time to time given to you? Now I show a picture to someone and the person doesn't understand what is this. Sorry, I am not taking a very odd picture. It's a normal picture from normal circumstances. And if you have the common sense, you will be able to identify what it is all about. You will also be able to identify who can be the main character here. Because you will have to pick someone who can rightly do justice to what you have thought. And who can rightly do justice to the entire thing and complete it. That's exactly what it is. So if you do understand all this, you will understand the purpose of PPDT. So the purpose of PPDT should be very clear. It is only to identify who are the people among you who can identify well, who can read well, who can apply their observation well, who can apply the intelligence well, who can apply the reasoning well, and who can think of a positive plan, who can think of a positive action, and thereafter the positive result. Is it clear? I have repeated it. I hope all of you are understanding it. If you are taking it as a class, it is important. And if you are not listening, you can go out and have cold drinks and popcorns. But if you really want to understand this, you have to understand. Anybody, when they give you a psychological test, they just want to see that this skull has something inside. Now you will say, it must be having something inside, it has this, it has this. Great. Then, but does it have a thinking capacity? Does it have a evaluating capacity? Does it have an analyzing capacity? Has it been able to absorb lessons? Has it been able to evaluate them? Has it been able to do something out of it? That's exactly what they're looking at. So if you can identify, you'll do well. Now all of you, please, don't take it that I'm trying to go very deep, but I'm certainly going to penetrate your mind. I'm certainly going to get into your mind if you are listening. So that next time you don't need me. You are self-dependent to think. So please forgive me if you feel that I'm going a little longer. I'm trying to make you understand. Why do you look at me? Why don't you look at your own mind? And you will do miracles. But you have to develop your trust. Yes, I will help you walk with the help of my finger, but only once. After that, I'll tell you, do it by yourself. Is it clear to all of you? In the back, are you all able to understand what I'm saying? So here we go. Look at this picture. There are so many people to observe. So many people sit at you. Now many a times, one more thing, when the psychologist finds a lot of people, he says you can make a group and you can write approximately 25. Now for example, you seeing this group sitting here, you can make them youngsters of 20 to 18 to 24 or 25 years of age and make a complete group, mark it up in the box given to you. Why do they give you this box? Now, second question. They give this box to see how well you are observing, how well you are able to note things. If you will never note things properly, you will never be able to reason and apply your intelligence properly. The end result, you will do big mistakes, not required. Is it clear? So, if your observation is good, you will do well. But if observation is bad, you will not be able to do well. So, now you seeing how many people? How many people? Back benches, of course, I'm going to ask them. Are you seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? 9 people standing on the stage. Are you able to see all of them? Okay. You are seeing 8? No problems. You are seeing 7? No problems. But you can get an idea there are people. Then you have to do, you just have to go ahead, take your, where is this, just a second. Now, you have to mark them. How much? 1 here, you've seen 2 here, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now you get that these two people are close. So you have to make these dots because they tell you to do that. And what are you seeing? All of them girls? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 girls and one more girl. Okay. All of them are girls. So let's write F, 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 F. Am I right? Now they ask you to write moods of there. What are they? Anybody crying here? Anybody lamenting? No. So most of them are in positive mood of something to do. So what are we going to do? Make it plus, 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 plus. Am I right? Yes or no? Age, how many? They are looking somewhere around 22, 23, 24. Now you cannot be very specific, but most of them, you can put them, say 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 22, 24, 27, 28, whatever you want. Done? Now this kind of marking you've already done. Now one more thing. What about the entire group sitting here? They sometimes tell you. So what you do is you make a group here and you write 18 to 24. Or if you don't get such a simple photograph, then you can mark each one of them like this. Is it clear? Have you understood? So this picture has been sent by Amitabh and he wants to write a PPDT on this. I am trying to cover all the aspects. Though remember, the officer will give you clarity. He may not tell you to write this, then you will have to just make dots and make more things. But most probably he will do that because he is not going to make a mess out of it. He is not going to make a polka dot picture here. Is it clear? So he would like to have everything done. So he will tell you that it's a groups. Okay, fine. Now what more he has told you? He has told you to write the gender. He has told you to write the mood. He has told you to put a dot there. Yes. He has also told you to write their age. We've already done. Dot we have done. Mood we have written positive. And age we have already done. Now one more thing is pending. What does he say? Take one as a central character. Now what are you saying? You're saying one particularly holding a mic here. Right? You want to make this the central character. Wonderful. Everyone likes to make a hero in action as the central character. Yes or no? And that is the better way because it's already in action and you have to write a story of a person in action. So why not we make that? So now here this person is speaking something on the mic. Can be taken as the central character. So we suppose we take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now this is our central character. Marking done? Yes or no? Now one more thing comes that you have to title, give a title to the picture. How are you going to make a title? Since this looks like a singing situation, yes or no? It looks like a cultural program. It looks like a group song. Or maybe if it's not a group song, it's a group address. Whatever you want to say. So you want to say that socio-cultural event. Yes, no. So you can title it a socio-cultural event. Right? A title can be given. Title can be a song competition. Title can be a debate competition. Title can be a viewpoints, podium. Title can be anything. But one of the title can be written this. Is it clear to all of you now? Yes or no? Amitabh Guha, you listening? So this is now ready. Now what are you going to do with this central character doing? You want to make it a singing show? Fine, you can write that. And now you can name the person. You can think of a name. Now I always suggest when you open your heart while writing, because that is what the psychologist is telling you, write from your soul. So why don't you think of a name which really resonates in your mind? You like that name. You like that singer, or you like that person as a friend, someone. Why do you want to stand out with stereotype answers? Why do you want to name the person only Ram, Krishna, Gopal, or whatever? Why don't you want to write someone which resonates with your mind? Don't you want to look unique? You want to look unique? You want to look original? So that at least you will get a good you will get a good evaluation for being truthful. So why do you want to do that? Why do you want to be a copycat to the others? Every person who got recommended was original in their own ways. They were not copying others, they were free. You say self-confidence. Self-confidence never comes from copying others. It comes from being ourselves. Yes, we learn from many people. Yes, we may copy a little portion from our father, a little portion from a teacher, a little portion from personality we like, maybe a hero for that matter. But the end product is we. So whenever you want to be self-confident, you have to write something from your heart. So you should write something, whichever thing is. For example, you find this and you like some name, say Stephanie, or you like some person, some singer, some local singer, because this is not exactly looking like that. Or if you really want to go down to some other singers who have been very prominent, like Jennifer Lopez or anybody, you want to write that, you can do that. You want to write some Hindi singer, Shreya Ghoshal or anything, you can do that. That's your choice. But the entire thing, what you got to do is, you got to write a name so that it comes. You don't want to write a name, you can write a singer. You can give it a name so that it has a direction. Name can be a proper name or it can be a common name. So you can say that a singer was one day told to perform, and so the person, what the singer did was, now they have asked you that what is the person acting, so what did the person think, what did the person do, what did the person plan. So naturally you're going to have a show. What are you going to do? You're going to prepare it. So the singer prepared her song very well in advance. She made those practice in a day before. So finally when the day arrived, she went and gave the show. She used the proper voice band. Now role enacting is coming in. The intelligence is showing that you are able to not only identify the role but go into the depth of the role. So the singer practiced all the different voice and melodies and made sure that the song went beautifully well. She synchronized it well with the music, and she also made it very very involving by in between using few chorus and involving the public, and this way the entire people enjoyed a song very well. And finally, when the end of the entire program, when they were to be awarded as the best singer, she was lucky to win the prize. You can write. You want to write on a social issue, you want to talk about a social activist, you want to name someone, you can name it. That social activist realized that there'll be a collection of people, they all came together and they decided to talk on the different issue. She realized that people will only understand better if they have proper statistics as well as they have proper relevant stories to tell how people fall into difficulties, what are the different government channels which can help, how she and her friends are ready to help. And this way, by giving the complete information and encouragement and details, she was able to connect with all the people, and they realized that they can do a better thing for whatever the social awareness is about. It can be crime against women, it can be crime against day-to-day people, it can be cyber crime, which is very common, it can be anything. So she gave a speech, and that you can tell. So now again, if you are giving a speech, what are you going to do? You're going to do some research in advance, you're going to collect some data, and thereafter you're going to give it very nicely. But what is important in giving nicely? Role playing again, giving clearly, speaking finely, and what else are you going to do? You're going to do it nicely so that the message reaches to the people properly. Any doubts? Clear, not clear? So now, what is the entire exercise? It's a beautiful exercise, and generally when a person is writing from the heart, just involving his intelligence properly, doing the role playing very nicely, going into the depth and reflecting how multiple thoughts they can do and how they complete the whole thing, and matching with the picture and giving 100%, you are getting approved by the psychologist. I could have now imagine that this story which I have told, everybody has listened and has decided that they will write on a singer, and every one of you, all you guys write, all the 100 ones write down, okay, I'm going to write this story. What will happen? What will happen? You all will get screened out. Reason being, you have not made something new. And you have delivered it together on the same place, same venue, same time. So you have to think new. I am giving you an idea. It can be singing, it can be a debate, it can be an awareness thing, it can be an election campaign also, where somebody is campaigning for a right cause. It can be a health awareness point also, particularly for girls, because most of them are girls. Yes or no? So now you say, okay, now, I'm coming to the point. Some boys will say, sir, if we get this picture, we are supposed to make a male gender. Of course, you have to make a female gender, because the picture is asking you. Are you so discriminative that you will unnecessarily make a female gender male gender? Or such a good surgeon that on the spot you do the gender changes? Don't do that. Jokes apart, coming to the point, it is very important that if you as a male get this picture, then with due regard to female as an individual more than a female. What do you mean by individual? The right role. Name alone can be female, but the role, the quality of the role, the depth of the thought for the role is yours. So you can write. Is it clear? So now once you have written this picture very beautifully, then it will come into narration, and after narration it will come to discussion. So I hope you've got some idea from this, how you have to think, how you have to write. This is just one of the examples. Is it okay with all of you? Backbenchers already understood? So I take you as a benchmark. If you guys are okay, then I'm sure the front ones are already attentive and the others would be listening. Amitabh Gua, I hope I've been able to tell you. Now, some of you will think, no, it has to be an outstanding story. Come on. Are you trying to feign? Are you trying to fake? Are you trying to make a false impression? No. Something logical has to be written, and the action has to be logical. The elements have to be logical. The end product has to be positive and logical. So where is the problem? Got the point, everyone? Now should we go for the second one, please? Okay, let's go to the second one. Relax. I hope you picked it up, because from this you're going to build up. Let's come down to the next one, please. Now this is a picture sent by Sandeep Randhawa from Amritsar. Okay. Yeah, these pictures are there in the net, and must have copied and sent that. We have to write it down. Okay. Now here in this picture there are not as many elements as we saw last time. Right? Okay. Remember last time also I gave you 2-3 more ideas. That does not end there. It can be many more ideas. It can be what? It can be a charity exercise also. It can be a exercise to create awareness, giving, so that more people can mushroom and send awareness to different people. So always think on more and more and more, and then you know what happens? You become rich in thoughts. So you are not afraid to write your story, because you now have created a new product, which is again logical, commonsensical, and matching the picture. Is it clear? So now all of you coming back to the second one. Now in this, what is there? There are 3 characters. 1, 2, 3. Is it clear? Evident to all of you? So what are we supposed to do? As we had done earlier, we have to mark. Right? Well, let's go for a little more. Right. So we have to mark, this gentleman is right in the center, We made one mark here, there is one more person in this center, and there is one more person. So 3 dots. Any doubts? Clear, not clear? Acha, by the way, in that I had written one socio-cultural. If you are writing something on charity, you can change the title to charity function. You getting the point? Now, don't tell me you are expecting me to come up with Ekta Kapoor titles of Kabhi Khushi Kabhi Gum and Kaho Na Kaho and something like that. No, that is not the title. The title, when you give to a story, particularly in PPDT, has to match the main action. Is it clear or not clear? Understood? I remember during our times, we used to have different titles for the movie. Jala ke raak kar dunga, Meri awaaz suno, and God knows what all. Sharabi, of course, you've seen the picture. So you're not supposed to write those titles. Is it clear? You're supposed to write some title which matches the picture. So in the last one we had written socio-cultural. If you are writing on charity, you will change the title. You know why? I remember that old joke. Let me go on the lighter side. Once, I don't know if you heard this very old joke, that once a person goes down to Donald Trump and he asks Donald Trump, tell me what is intelligence. So Donald Trump says, okay, I will tell you. See, I am the president, I have my wife Melanie, I have my daughter Ivanka, and I have one more son, his name is XYZ. You tell me how many members are there in your family. Right? So, now I have one more son, his name is XYZ. Now you tell me who is the 4th person after my husband, wife and daughter. He says XYZ. He says yes, good. That means you are intelligent, you can observe and you can answer. Now that gentleman went back home and he said, see, in our family, there are 4 people. That is me, my wife, anyone, say Ram, Geeta, and the daughter, say Neeta, and son. One more son. So who is the 4th person? So they say, ki 4th person, who is it? Everybody wonders what does he want to say. So they ask him, you tell me. He says XYZ. Now that example was for different and you are applying it in your example. It is different. Your 4th son will be the name of your 4th son, not XYZ what Donald Trump had done. Now why did this silly joke come in between? Because many of you, when you copy dot to dot without applying your basic intelligence. Changes will follow because you have to make it. Is it clear? The backbenchers, is the joke well received? Is the information well conveyed? No issues? Got it? Okay, let's go back. Now there are 3 people here. In this story, Sandeep Randhawa, please pay attention. These 3 stories are there. Now 1, 2, 3 pictures already done. Now you have to write, see all of them look to be male. Yes? Okay. So we write M, we write M, we write M. Now this gentleman looks to be somewhere around 40 years. Some senior officer, right, 40. This gentleman looks to be young, 20. Okay, let's write 20. This gentleman looks to be somewhere middle, somewhere 30, right, 30. Are they in positive mood? I think yes. This guy is in positive mood. This guy is in positive mood. This guy looks to be receiving a penalty, so you can make it negative, no issues. You don't have to deliberately make everything positive even if somebody is looking down. That means poor observation. They also give you an option of neutral mood. And they also give you an option of unclear. In unclear, you write P. Is it clear or not clear? In case you are unclear. But in case you feel it is negative, that is, he has received a penalty, you want to write that? No problems. Now this is there. Is it clear? Now, Whom are you going to make the character? This, this, this. We can make any one of them are a central character. We can, if you want to write a story on behalf of the policeman, there was a policeman, he always did his duty well. Once he caught hold of a youngster over speeding. He was from a very rich business family. He immediately offered him a bribe. He politely refused and he gave the penalty to him without bothering about the bribe, and made sure that the law is properly abided. Later the case comes in front of the senior officer. He tells that this is the case. The youngster by now had understood that he would be penalized. He paid and next time promised not to do it, and he also learned a lesson well, and the inspector was appreciated by senior officer. Can be written one angle. Second angle, the old person. The old person, you can say he was sole senior officer. He decided that he is going to take the help of his young inspectors and make sure that the speeding accidents which are happening very commonly should be checked. So he told each of these speeding officers that you have to penalize everyone, unmindful of how influential they are or whatever they are doing. If they are drinking and driving, if they are driving recklessly, if they are not entitled to driver, you get them to me. Now, as a result, the inspector gets everyone. He appreciates the job of the inspector. He also sends all the people caught not only with the penalty but also sends them to learn before coming on the roads, call their parents, make them aware of it. He does his duty nicely. You can make him also the hero. You can also make this youngster the hero. So if you make anyone, suppose you make this hero, you can make this central character. If you make him the hero, you will make this round and central character. But if you make the middle one hero, you want to make it. Sandeep one day while driving did a small mistake. He overstepped into the wrong lane, and as a result of which he was fined. As he was a poor student, yet he had done a mistake, so what he did was he apologized to them, told them about his practical condition and told them that he will come back with the penalty. So he left his vehicle's key, went back home, took out whatever little he had, he paid the penalty. But now, after paying the penalty, he realized that now he has never to repeat the mistake, rather he has to be very careful and also pass the message to all his friends that they should also be careful. And he now worked a little more harder to cover up his loss, and next time also was careful never ever to do this, so that and later when he grew up, he became a responsible driver, a responsible citizen. You can make that story also. So see, every story has many pictures, many things. This is now what will you title, what will you put as driving exercise? Or if you are taking it from the officer, this thing, you can title it as penalizing drivers. You can write the title. Right. If you want to write from the youngster's point of mistake, that lesson learned can be a title. What did I say? Lesson learned. Because he's done a mistake, so he'll learn the lesson. I won't repeat it. Is it clear? You can write. And then you can write your story. Now you want to write something more. You don't want to do this. You want to write something on investigative. You want to write something on police crime. You don't want to write on driving. You want to write something more. Sandeep, paying attention. Yep. This exercise is for you. So here what you can write on investigation. A senior person comes to know that there are certain things in one of the crime. So they decide to put a investigative fellow, and they also give all the details from the inspector to the person. You can make this person as the hero. You can say so and so was a newly appointed detective One day there was a crime, so when he consulted the senior officer, he told all the details with the help of the inspector. Now he applied his brain, what must have happened. So he went to the spot, he picked up many cues from there. Thereafter he kept visualizing what can be the reason. He went into the identification of the back history of the criminals. He also the people or the back history of the person who had been killed or whatever you want to tell. And he found out that few people fell into the doubt zone. But to identify among them, he decided not to hurry up, but do a little more investigation. Finally, he was able to identify the right person and bring him to law and report it, and thus happily solve the case. Can you write? Can you write this? Yes, you can. You want to write another thing that they called Sandeep was a social activist, whoever, because Sandeep has written, was a social activist. He was told that this time in NCC or NSS, they were told to make people aware about driving regulations, how to check so that they do not have more accidents and maximum of them can avoid all such things and do well. So he learns everything from them, what they really want, and then he collects all his volunteers. They decide that they're going to create some small video presentation, or they're going to create some clippings, and they will come meet people, address them. After that, on their mobiles, they will send the clipping so that it can appeal more, use the video clippings to educate them more, not only about how bad accidents can be, but how to avoid it and what are the regulations. Now this way also, and finally as a result of this exercise, the number of the accidents reduced. Can be written? Yes. I hope I have amply covered the whole thing and you are getting good enough ideas. And you can get many more ideas. Now what are you showing in this? You are showing that you can create a good character. You can create a positive thought process of the person. The person has an ability to plan. The person has the ability to take initiative. The person has the ability to act. And the person is able to get successful result. We can show that. Now in PPDT, generally they want to see a character having right initiative, right planning, right action, right leadership role, right working as a team from front, taking right decisions, doing right planning, itself is leadership. So you can do that. Is it clear? Are you okay with it? Can we go to the third example, please? So let's understand that everything is possible. You should learn from it. The students here, you're not here to just nod to me. You're here to agree or disagree. And my job as a teacher is to explain you to the details so the next time you don't have to beg anyone, rather become self-confident. And you can write a good story. You think there is a certain set of stories just to be copied? No. And many times, many of you who have been repeaters will realize that whenever you copied some story dot to dot, you were not listened only, or they just closed your case. It became an open and shut case. Why? Because they are also aware. They are daily reading so many stories. They come to know which is a fresh vegetable and which is a stale vegetable. You like to eat stale vegetables? No. So when you like fresh, so they also want your fresh thoughts because they want to go into the depth of your personality. I wish everything was on a systematic and stereotype manner. Then everybody would have copied stories and gone and cleared the psychology test. Psychology test always has to be something unique. I have a unique voice, I have a unique way to think. You have a unique voice, you have a unique way to think. You have a unique look, I have a unique look. Am I not? So everybody has it. Is it clear? So let's go to the next one. This story is coming from Ravi Pillai, is from LFP. He has written that what should I write? Well, nothing much to write here, actually. Because this picture is quite predefined. Predefined. And you just have to show how beautifully you can organize, you can create a character out of this, who basically do it. Not many options. Yes, situations can be little different. For example, this looks clearly a eye camp. Yes. Yes or no? The backbenches. Do you agree? It's a eye camp. It looks like an eye camp. It is. So you can write an eye camp as the title. And what are you going to do in this? Mark the different persons. If you want to make the doctor the hero, dot male 44, put a circle. But you want to say this person in middle being the main organizer, so you can make dot male 25. Girls want that this girl is the main person of organizing. Okay, dot female F 26. Whatever you want to write. You want to make whoever the hero. You cannot make the patient the hero because he is receiving action. I've said very specifically, whom do you make the central character? You make the central character who is in the major action role. The superstar of the picture. Is it clear? Somebody who is really acting. Because why are you acting? You are acting because you are thinking, you are planning, so you are acting. And thus you are telling that you have a psychology, you have a competence to think, act and rightfully adjust to every situation. Is it clear? So this is something which you can do. Now here you have a person, you want to make him the hero? Make him. Dr. So-and-so was given an opportunity to create an eye camp, so he decided that he'll go there. He requested his nurse and one of the office staff as well as one of the fellow doctors to help him. And then he went there. He told the junior doctor to make a register and make details, whereas he himself personally examined everyone and made sure that the examination is not perfect so that right medicines can be given. You know, in the treatment, what is more important? The treatment or the diagnosis? Actually, it is the diagnosis which is more important. The moment you diagnose well, the treatment will be natural. These days, people are very afraid of tests, but in times ahead, these testing labs, these pathology labs will have the major role to control. And they already have, but in times ahead, very, very important. Because if you don't identify, then how will you cure? Why are we doing a psychology test? Because from the face, nobody is clear what is the complete psychology. Similarly, from the body, nobody can be clear what is the problem. So pathology test becomes important. So the test becomes important. Now let's get back. So the diagnosis becomes important. So the doctor decides to do the diagnosis himself. He looks into every old person, identifying the cataract issues as well as other things, and rightly gives them the best of the medicines and makes the eye camp successful by also taking donations from other people. He gives them free treatment, free lenses, and makes sure that maximum people are treated well. Done? Now you will say, you have not marked. Well, I can mark. Okay, you want me to mark? Let me mark you. Ravi Pillai. Okay, I'm sorry. Ravi Pillai may not complain, so let's mark. One here, one fellow here, one fellow here. He's standing. The girl is here. F. This is male. This is also male. This is also male. Then one fellow is sitting here. Male. This is also one male. Right. And this is also one male. Am I right? This looks to be somewhere around 40. This looks to be around 60. This looks to be around 60. This female looks to be around 30. This male looks to be around 25, this male doctor looks to be somewhere around 45, and this old man looks to be around 50. Can we do that? Is it clear? Are you all picking up? Now you want to make the doctor as the male hero. You have made this round. This is the marking scheme. You want to write it as ICAM. That will be your title. Now ICAM doesn't start by just getting some tents and starting. It starts with a complete exercise. I told you, they told you that who is the hero, what did he see, what did he think, what did he plan, what did he do? So similarly, an eye doctor, he found that village really needs a lot of people to be helped, and being benevolent, he decided that he should help there. He realized that he will be requiring a lot of lenses, so out of his saving, he took it out, as well as requested some good companies to come forward and help. And thereafter he identified that which would be the best location, and thereafter he, with the help of the social media or other thing, he advertised that everybody should come there. Being the little outer areas, he made sure that he informed the village pradhan. So now the day when he had the ICAM there, a lot of people came, particularly the old people who require a lot of time to come. They came there, and then he properly diagnosed them, identified, give them the right medicine, also give them the right diagnosis. Am I right? You can do that. Am I right? Yes or no? And as a result of this, the ICAM became successful. Now one more thing can be done here. It can be a different camp. It can be a flood camp. That there is a flood and they created a, what do we call that? They call a place where they help people. Yes or no? Relief camps. So they opened some relief camps, and in there they realized a lot of people were having, old people particularly he helped. And since he's having a different kind of thing, if you don't want to make him an eye specialist, you can make him a pathologist who was able to identify different germs and advise them rightly. That you can do. You can make this. You right now have this Kumbh Mela going on. Yes or no? In Kumbh Mela, there are different people who have opened their different camps. Many of them have opened their eye camps because they know such huge public will be coming there. So they will all be learning about it. So this is the best way to advertise themselves. And they've done it. Got it? Yes or no? So that can be there. Any doubts? Yes or no? Clear? This can be done. Now let's go down to the next one. This query has come from Sujoy Bhattacharya, Asansol. West Bengal. Okay, yeah. Asansol. He's given a picture, shown a picture where all ladies are well dressed up. They look to be rich ladies, probably. So what is to be done in this? You have to use your common sense. You can, why they're sitting here? Naturally, they would be thinking of some constructive activity. They must be thinking of something positive to do. Maybe bless a lot of people. Maybe open a school. Maybe contribute for some better cause. Maybe somebody is convincing them to help them. Yes or no? Everybody has a good soul. If they become rich, then also they have good soul. Look at Nita Ambani ma'am. She does so many NGO activities. She really helps a lot of people. Look at the Murthy ma'am coming from Infosys. She also does a lot of NGOs. You have Melinda Gates, wife of Bill Gates, again doing a lot of NGO activities. So what exactly is there? They generally, where are they going to take the money away? Fly? Become angel in the sky? No. They're going to do something out of it, so you can make one. Now again, how many people? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 people. Right? So how do we dot them? Okay. one here, second one is sitting here, third one is sitting here, fourth one is sitting here, fifth one is sitting here, sixth one is sitting here, seventh one is sitting here. This girl comparatively to the others look younger. Okay, so we can write. We are not doing a competition for decoration, but we are generally writing F, 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 every one of them F. Sorry, it should not look R. It is F. It is F. It is F. It is F. Mood also positive. I'm sorry, in one of the one I missed marking the mood, but you should mark it. Okay, in case I missed it, please correct it. Mood is positive, mood is positive, mood is positive. You want to write neutral also, you can write neutral and you can write positive. Now what you can do is, you want to make whom you want to make the major this thing. You want to make her the main. Okay, you can take here done. You want to make her thing, then you do this, then don't do this. Then what are you going to do? Mrs. Ambani was a very kind soul. She wanted to really bless a lot of people. Once she visited a neighborhood and she found a lot of people in bad shape. So she requests all her friends and many other rich, influential people that they have to help for the noble cause of helping that neighborhood. So she collects all of them and they all sit down together, discuss what are the different ways they can help. They identify that they can help them in creating an outer iron structure so that they can have a more stable home. And they also realize that they can, one of the persons said that I can contribute garments. So it was decided they will use it for giving them clothes. One of the persons, rich lady, was into food industry. She said, okay, there are a lot of waste products coming from our hotel. So whatever we save, we are going to send them across. This will they will get. One of the lady was a good educationist. She says that okay, every Sunday they will hold an educational camp and they will contribute books. Now by this collective efforts, all of them really help, and this way the neighborhood becomes better and becomes, so it gets out of the problem. And thus the initiative taken by Mrs. Ambani was very positive and it went very good, and thus the neighborhood people later on came forward and became something good. Can be written. Helpfulness, care, positive action, these are all very important to create a better family and to prove leadership. So you can do that. Any doubts? So now in that, once you have written the story, you can write it. You want to write charity meeting, write it as the title, and thereafter write your story. You feel you want to make this youngster as the main hero, so you can say so and so. She was always interested, but she realized that there are shortage of resources, and many times the rich ladies want to do, but they are not aware. So she arranges that they will do a show in front of all the ladies, and when all the ladies saw this, she requested them that they don't have to go out of the way. They can do whatever is within their organization, within their parameters, as a small contribution, because small drops of water makes a mighty ocean. So if we all help, you will be able to help us. Everybody was convinced. They liked the lady's idea and they started working on it, and they really contributed. And finally, to give regard and to use this example in other places, she named that neighborhood as a part of their kitty party or whatever you want to say. And this way, she also used these ideas in approaching other ladies for other neighborhoods, and thus she helped in developing of the city. Can be written. So don't you think it can be a good story? Because the thought process is good. The thought process of utilizing resources, the thought process of combining forces, the thought process of utilizing the picture positively is there. Any doubts? Now you will say, is it only to be written on neighborhood development? No, it can be written on many things. It can be related to health camp or creating a small hospital for the poor. It can be related to creating a skill development workshop for the poor people so that they become self-reliant, and these ladies are requested to give small contribution and thus help them. Yes or no? So these all things can be written beautifully and you can really come up beautiful. That is the whole game. Any doubts? So I hope you have an idea now. Let's go to the next one. Yes, in this I have not written the age, but what have we got? Just a second. You can write the age also. I have not written in a hurry. Please forgive me, but you have to be careful to write that. Is it clear? If they have given the instructions as compulsory. Sometimes the GTO may not tell you to write mood positive. So you don't write. But mostly they will write, they will tell you. You have to write the age, everything. So whatever they will tell you, please listen to the instructions carefully and do it. Now let's come down to this picture number 5. Rakesh Jolie from Jammu has sent this. Here there are a lot of girls standing together. Most of them you can see. So boys, as I've already said, it is unmindful of gender. If you are writing a good character, even if it is a girl, and showing good qualities of resourcefulness, intelligence, cooperative working, you will be getting the credit because the inner decorations of qualities is yours. You are the writer. So you don't have to think that if I have written a girl story, I am shown a girl story, I'll have to deliberately come up with a male gender. You can write. Now pay attention here. In this picture, there are a lot of girls. It can be a girls' school, it can be a girl festival, it can be a girl outing, it can be a presentation on some issues. A lot of things can be done. So you want to write down an educational program for the girls. You want to write the title, write it. And thereafter, you will mark how many girls do you see? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You have, but 11, 12 you can mark it. And they generally look young, cool kind of thing. You can do that. You want to learn because people will say, sir, you did not mark, so I did not mark. Why? I'm explaining you everything, right? So here we have 1, we have 2, we have 3, we have 4, we have 5, we have 6, we have 7, we have 8, we have 9, we have 10, and 1 or 2 in the back, right? Where is that? 1 is here, 11, then 12, 13, 14. You've written, and all of them are female, so you've written female, 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 female F, F, and you have F, right? And you have written them approximately 18, 18, 19, 20, 18, 19, 19, 18, 17, 20, 21, or just around 20. I think 19 will be okay for school, right? 18, I would change this. 18, 18, 18, 18, 18. And one of you want to write, okay, one of the person you can take as the action person, and you can take her, say female, 19 as the main character. What have you done? Mood, positive, 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 positive. Whatever you want. Right? Generally, they may not give you such thing and they will tell you write a complete group. Anyway, okay, you've taken one lady. What you can do? So and so was told that today the girls will be conducting a cultural program. They will not only be giving a speech, but they will also be enacting a group song. They will be also doing this. So she being the main coordinator, whatever your name, whatever you want to write her name, okay, Ria, whatever, Richa, whatever you want to write. Write one name. So and so she came forward and she decided that she going to do this. And so initially she collected all of them. Then thereafter, as she had done pre-planning for the same, so after they all came, she made them sit down one by one, and all of them, they did their debates as well as their other activities. And soon the teacher also arrived. The teacher evaluated them. This marking was given. They did well, and thereafter finally they not only enjoyed the activity of learning but also enjoyed each other's company. Everybody was full of memories, and the next day they were given certificates, and it was a very good event. You can end it up. So what have you done? No over dramatics. No over dramatics. Please don't make superheroes in your stories. Make natural day-to-day life heroes. And if you are coming from a different type of school, you can reference your school name also. Because if you are visualizing, you can come to that. So I hope this is coming quite clear. And if you don't want to do this, you want to make something on helping the girls learn something like vocational, you can write vocational teaching. So she decided that a lot of girls are coming to the school, they are from very poor family and they have problems at their home. So decided to hold a vocational workshop after the class. So many of the girls came, they taught them the different ways they can make money. Today they taught them about social media marketing, which is a new business. Also they taught them something about how they can really use the computers properly and how it can be beneficial. Told them to write the notes properly. They made a complete plan where they taught them from A to Z, and the girls learned it, and they now became more self-competent as well as self-confident, and they were able to do justice to themselves. They were not only able to earn money for their family, but also complete their studies nicely and later on progress well. You can write yes or no. So I hope by these many examples I have been able to help you a little. Yes or no? Rakesh Jolie, have you understood this? Now, your query was that in case we get a girl kind of a picture, can we make a girl our hero? I have repeatedly said, if you still live in that gender block or gender discrimination, psych, I think you need to correct yourself. Girls and boys are walking shoulder to shoulder. We should appreciate them. It doesn't make a difference. As I've told you, you can take in a picture where girls are being shown, you can take them as your hero. But the qualities which you will show in the girl, the qualities of way of planning, the qualities of initiative, the qualities of cooperation will be considered your quality. And the entire thought process of how you work in different situations will be taken as your thought process. So the psychology test will certainly be yours, but in the name of the girl, they will also identify how you respect others. If you are a genuine person, unmindful of boy or a girl, you will respect all. You will always have good positive thoughts for each. So that is the whole game. So this answer should satisfy you, and hope you've understood this. God bless you. Now you'll come down with the next set of later in the next session, so that you guys can absorb and then we will consolidate. Thank you very much. Jai Hind.